Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. They met here on the opening Thursday of 2015, and they're at it again here. The Steelers and Pats are underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. They come out with one back and three tight ends. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Brandon, with every season, Antonio Brown makes his draft status really seem like a joke, doesn't he? Well, I mean, how did he not go in the first round?
Yeah, well, now he did go in the first round of the fantasy football draft. But not the real NFL draft. But 106 catches this year, just one behind who?
One behind Larry Fitzgerald of the Arizona Cardinals, who had a fantastic season himself. But I was talking with an all-pro voter, guy who votes for the AP team, and know what he said? How do I pick receivers? But I do know this, I'm picking Antonio Brown first.
And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. So after the INT, it's Brady. And his throw is incomplete. LeGarrette Blount was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many, because once they get going, look out, things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career. And it's evident when you see that.
Saying something. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Tuitt coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off William Gay. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Over the middle here to Brown. They'll get 17 yards there. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Hightower from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They come up with... They go play action with Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. That is caught at the 7. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jesse James, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon. And they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
And his kick is good. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Danny Amendola on the return. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Still first down.
Blunt, the lone running back. They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off, William Gay. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the interception, here's what the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jonathan Freeney able to drop him for a loss of 4. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe
it's caught inside the 25. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 41 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down after a good gain. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Offside. Defense. Still first down.
And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell taking it in. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. and they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can...
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And now out come the Steelers. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 49 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken near the 13. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
And he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. They'll run again with Blunt. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. And Charles, a note on Blunt, his best year statistically this season in his 8-year career. First time topping 1,000 yards since he was a rookie.
Yeah, he went over 1,100. 18 touchdowns on the ground. What a phenomenal season. If I'm not mistaken, he had never had more than 7 rushing touchdowns in a year before.
Correct.
Wow, what a big-time year for him. And all that does is open things up for Tom Brady in the passing game.
And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. So we reach halftime. Well, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get them right to quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now here comes the Steelers defense once more. They had a pretty solid first half. Not many adjustments, but I guess there's probably always some adjustments that can be made.
Usually it's just tightened down on the things we've worked on all week in practice. Everyone thinks adjustments are bringing in something absolutely new. For the most part, it's tweaks or just emphasizing what you've worked on already. And that's what they're planning to do here in the second half.
They won't be looking to reinvent the wheel. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. A strong running. But it's brought in by Washington. It's a pickup of 17 there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Now a play fake. Brady steps away. Caught left side. Bennett. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Blunt, the lone running back. From midfield, here's Brady. And that is incomplete. He was aiming for his tight end, Clay Harbor, there. And that brings up 4th down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Throwing now is Brady. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds the tight end Harbor, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. That is incomplete. So back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. And now a fumble.
Tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. The made, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat 'cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age. There's people here that I just met, but we're acting like we go back. It's the way we ain't done yet. Trying our best to make it last. Freedom running through us like an open. We're too high on being young and there's still to race. We've got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way. Just
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
To throw is Newton. He's got time in the pocket. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And Olsen over the middle. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete.
I know coaches always tell us that they make decisions about these types of plays, this type of a fake, earlier in the week to take the emotion out of the deal. I don't know that that was really true here. This one felt like all of a sudden, hey, I have a feeling about it. Let's go ahead and get it, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, I know one thing. They wish they had it back.
Yeah, they certainly do, but the buck stops with the head coach on that one. He has to green light that attempt.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Now Manning on the bootleg. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Buying time, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're buried deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school. I can do this, until it becomes a game.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Stewart is the lone setback. Now Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Play action. It's Newton. Steps away to his left. Completes it to Benjamin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cooper Taylor.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. So after the INT, it's Manning. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And the Panthers coming out now. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.T. Thomas coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries it for a loss of 10 or 11.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Benjamin with it over the middle. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So plenty of action on the field, but yeah, that's perfect. 2, Davis, deep. I gotta go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the 3rd quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. Well, I just want to sneak in here as we look at the playoff picture that I have to say the Giants and Packers game of the 4 wildcard games is the one I'm looking forward to the most. How about you?
I'm looking forward to it as well, and I think on the surface, Green Bay has just about every advantage in this one. They're at home. No one hotter than Aaron Rodgers right now. Green Bay, they're 4-6 at one point, finished 10-6 and won the division. They're super hot. But New York knows how to go into Green Bay and beat them. Traditionally, the last 2 times they've gone in, they've beaten Green Bay and in fact been favored both times. But Eli Manning and Odell Beckham Jr. thought to be lightning hot in that game.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Mike Cyphers now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. It's a gain of 7, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Well, kind of interesting for sure. It worked out for them. They only had a yard to go. When you do that fake punt, you're kind of starting back further than you need to when you only have 1 yard.
Yeah, and I guess they felt like that was a true full fake because most of the time with a yard to go, you leave your offense on the field, you run something from your playbook. But here, they gave the full impression they were going to punt it away and picked up the 1st down. They definitely surprised us.
Yeah, I was going to say, surprise, surprise. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Stewart is the lone setback. Now it's Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended target that time was Jonathan Stewart. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Funches with a catch over the middle. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. And the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
To the air again, Newton. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Cooper Taylor. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. Even score late in the fourth. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Will tie the intended receiver. And it's second down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. Manning to Beckham, a big play there. And even 60 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. They'll try to run now with Jennings. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Jennings taking it in. And the Giants are in for 6.
And there's the go-ahead touchdown, and so likely we'll kick an extra point. But to me, I'm looking forward. Special teams now with your kickoff, and then your defense, that's where the pressure shifts.
Yeah, because there's plenty of time left on that clock. Anytime you're over a minute in the NFL, there's a chance. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants defense working their way back onto the field now. And they'll see if they can get one final stop with this crowd behind them.
And let's face it, as much as we want to say it's all about the guys on the field, they can get some help right here from the home crowd.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. Manning gonna throw here. Over the middle here to Donnell. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Defense.
So a little jumpy there defensively. Ref caught him in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. To throw is Manning. Hitting Donnell here, the tight end right side. A big play there for the Giants. 42 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. And here come the New York Giants, led by Eli Manning. Happy belated birthday to Eli Manning. January 3rd this week. He turned 36, Mr. Davis.
Plenty of great experience, and what the Giants fans have to like, if you're talking about omens and looking for things, right? For the first-round game in the playoffs, they've beaten them the last on there in the playoffs. And they're a wild card. And when they're a wild card, Eli Manning 8-0 and 2 Super Bowl championships.
Yeah, absolutely. And hoping to third. It'll be a tough road. We'll see. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Manning. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The Panthers defense gearing up as they take the field. They got a little steam following the interception the last time they were out there, Charles.
And they want to keep that going now because once you get one, he wanted to multiply and turn into a bunch more. And right now, they're putting up their version of a no-fly zone.
No-fly zone. I like that. We had a flyover before the game.
Yeah, but this time they would intercept it. I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning forced out to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. It's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And just a simple, basic neutral zone infraction here, partner.
Yeah, when you're ready to launch and go get the quarterback, sometimes you take off a bit too fast.
Now Manning on the bootleg. And that